What's going on, everybody? My name is Dustin. Welcome back to Disc Central, and this is my 2021 in the bag. Super excited to show you guys. So, still using the same bag. However, I am hoping to get a grip bag. That's what my wife wants to get me for Valentine's Day. So, hopefully here pretty soon we will have a new grip bag that I will be transferring all my stuff over. But I am now a PDGA member for 2021, and I will be playing in tournaments this year. So I thought I would show you what's in my bag. I did a couple of these last year. The first one I did was like a mixed bag. The second one was updated. It was all Discraft stuff, but a lot has changed. There are some similar discs in here that you've seen before. There's also a lot of new ones that I like a lot more, and my bag is really like dialed in. This is what I like, and yeah, so this is probably going to be what I'm going to be using this 2021 season. So first thing I'm going to show you is just my little mini collection here. I do keep all these in my bag because you never know, somebody needs an extra mini. Just a red disc store one, and my PDJ disc just fell down behind me. Starframe discs, Wonder Bread mini, UV glow, PDGA mini, and I have a little 6-inch mini buzz, which I don't think you can actually use as a mini marker. It's more for just having fun with, but I keep it in the bag because sometimes it is really fun to throw. So now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get into my putt and approach discs and then go to mid-ranges, fairways, and then distance drivers and utility discs. Alright guys, we're going to be getting into my putters and my approach discs. Now I have 2 putters I putt with and 2 that I approach with or throw. So we're going to go ahead and get with the putting putters first. First is the one you've seen a million times on here. It's super beat in. It is the Brody Roach. I love this thing. Super beat up. It flies nicely. I've thrown it a couple times, but it's more of like more putting for me. Next, my favorite putter that I have, honestly, is the Soft Challenger. This thing is absolutely amazing, super gummy. Yeah, and it's great for winter disc golf. Love this thing. I actually want to start getting more of these and having backups. Now, my first approach disc here is my Luna. Again, you've seen it all a bunch of times. If I want something that's going to fly very straight, this is what I'm going to use. I love this thing. Again, I want to buy more of these just to have as backups. And my favorite approach disc in my bag, and probably my most used, is right here. This is a Crystal Flex Zone, super gummy. This thing is incredible. For backhand, for forehand, it's super overstable. My forehand has improved simply because of this disc right here. This disc, hands down, has improved my forehanding and my overall approaching. This thing is amazing. The Crystal Flex plastic is my favorite. And the best part about it is, yeah, it's a Brody disc. Yeah, it's a Get Freaky. If you guys know anything about the Get Freakies, they are super hard to get your hands on. But this is actually a stock run that you can just pick up pretty much anywhere. So definitely going to be getting more backups of these for sure. Alright guys, now we're actually getting into my mid-range discs. There's some new things in here, but as you'll see, I absolutely love the buzz. So there are a couple different types of buzzes in here. We got this Tour Series Buzz SS, which I absolutely love. The Buzz SS is really nice because really no matter what line you put it on, it's going to hold it. If you throw it straight, it's going to go straight. So this is really good depending on if you need to shape a certain shot. This is my go-to, the Buzz SS. Next, this is a Paige Pierce Tour Series Buzz. Super nasty, super swirly. This one is definitely a little more overstable. But it also just has a whole lot of glide to it. It's not like super overstable, but it definitely has like a different type of fade than my other Buzz here. But this thing, amazing. I love it. Put on a little bit of Anheuser and it will just get a nice curve out of it. Beautiful disc. Love it. Now, a Buzz that probably a lot of people wouldn't throw, especially if you're in the collector market. This is my Christmas Brody Buzz. This is a Crystal Flex. Or a Crystal Sparkle. Crystal Sparkle Flex, maybe? I don't know. Super glittery. As you can see, this thing is stupidly gummy. This disc is absolutely incredible. It is probably one of the better buzzes you can throw. Super grippy, super gummy again, and it flies beautifully. Definitely flies a little straighter than the Paige Pierce Buzz, so not as overstable for me, but really awesome disc. Next, for if I need something a little more overstable, usually if I need something super overstable, I'll just throw my zone in place of a mid-range, but I do have this Esp Malta. This thing is absolutely nasty, and for whatever reason, if I throw this disc on a forehand, it flies super straight. If I backhand it, it is actually going to fade left. So this is what I use if I need something a little more overstable as a mid-range. But if I need something super overstable, this is my go-to. This disc is like the replace all disc, I swear. It's amazing. But the Malta, love it. Alright guys, now we're going ahead and looking at my Fairway Drivers. So, not much has really changed in terms of these. I did add another disc that I actually really like. Paige Pierce Undertaker. First run. Love it. This disc has so much glide to it. And it's incredible. And it has such a perfect fade. This is a super, super good disc to backhand. Love this thing. Pick up as the Undertaker. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Next, for my forehand approaches, you got to go with a Raptor. This was a disc I've always wanted to try, and I got one in a mystery box, and ever since I tried it, I've been forehanding it all the time. And now that my forehands have improved, it's nice to kind of step up and throw something a little bit faster. I love this disc. Super overstable, so on a nice forehand line, it's going to finish right. It's incredible. My favorite fairway driver, the Avenger SS. This thing is my workhorse. I put this disc on any line, and I just know what it's going to do every time. I actually have two really close aces with this, actually. Both times it's bounced off the band or off the cage. Pretty crazy. Love this disc. I wish it wasn't so hard to get a hold of, but any ESP Avenger SS will do, I'm sure. Next, we have the Paul Macbeth Onyx. I've been using this thing a lot more. This thing has a great glide to it, and it has such a nice fade. It doesn't go as far as the Undertaker for me, but this is definitely, it does fly a little bit straighter. Love the Onyx. Super sick disc. Last but not least, we have our max distance drivers. I know I have a lot, but I love them. What can I say? And then my two utility discs, which we'll do now. The Machete, great for high winds. I don't really need to say anything more about it. This disc absolutely is incredible. Super, super overstable, but it will fight any wind. Headwind, tailwind, it does not matter. If you put this disc on a line, it's going to hold that line no matter how high the wind is. I don't have a super big arm, so like I don't throw it super far, but if I definitely need to fight the wind, this is my go-to. And then if I get in a bad situation and I need something that is very, very stupidly overstable, the Flick. This disc is stupidly overstable. Anytime I throw it, I never see it like ride flat. It instantly just wants to dump left. Again, for forehand, it's instantly just going to start going right. It's pretty crazy, but the Flick is my other utility disc. And into my distance drivers. Now, the one I throw all the time, the Z-Flex Crank, super beat up. I have this disc to the point where it barely comes back left. It's not quite understable. It just flies stupidly straight, but I still get a ton of distance out of it. There's still a lot of life left in this thing. Super gummy. Amazing Z-Flex Crank. Probably like one of my favorite distance drivers. I definitely want more of these. Next, the newest addition to my bag is this Nuke. This actually has quite a bit of Z-blend to it. This Paige Pierce Nuke. This thing freaking bombs. It's crazy how far this thing goes. This is 173, 174. I'll put the weights and the flight numbers on screen with these as well, so don't even worry if I didn't mention it. Absolutely insane. Has some Z-blend in it. And it's actually like pretty gummy for Nuke. You can see it's very like... There's a lot of flex to it, but I absolutely love this thing. Next, my Zeus. I've only ever been really recently able to throw this thing the way it needs to be thrown. I don't get super crazy distance out of it, but I've definitely gotten some really good flights out of it. Love this thing. Super swirly. Can't go wrong. It's a great disc if you have the arm for it. Now, probably my 3 favorite distance drivers of all time because they are super easy to throw. And anybody will tell you that if you've ever tried them. First is a prototype Hades, and this actually has quite a bit of Z in it too. You guys can see. I don't know if you can actually tell on camera, but there's quite a bit of Z in this. Well, you can't really see it, but I can see it by looking through the back. This thing is actually pretty flat for a Hades. This is probably my most overstable Hades in my bag. I have 3 of them. Next, another Proto-Hades. This thing has a little bit more dome to it. This thing flies super straight, and I actually have my farthest distance thrown with this disc right here. And another new addition to my bag, I added it when I add the Nuke. Super pop top Hades here. This is a lighter weight. It's 164, 166. This is a stock run Hades. Absolutely sick disc. I love it. It flies incredible. I wish it was a little bit heavier, but you know what? Sometimes it's okay to have that lighter weight disc, but you guys can see this thing is amazing. So guys, that's going to wrap up my 2021 in the bag. I can't wait to play some tournaments for you guys and tell you all about it. Super, super excited for what this year has in store for me and disc golf. And honestly, just to continue to see more progression. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check us out on TikTok. We're almost at 300 followers. And if you like podcasts, I have a podcast with my buddy Trav. It's called The Bearded Bro Show. Rocking my own merch, you know, why not? I'm such a sellout. Just kidding. This hoodie's actually really comfortable and our podcast is really good. We try to get an episode out every single week. There's going to be a link to that down in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. See you next time.